Well, good morning and welcome back to Tea Time at 480 Cador Street. And I know, don't even say nothing. I know it's been a long time since I invited you for tea, but here we are, and I hope you have your tea. I want to talk about some things that are very important, I think, to everybody. I don't record a lot, but I have something that is pressing me, and I think I want to just talk about it because I'm feeling it. Then I'm going to go talk about it. So we're going to talk about today prejudice, a preconceived opinion that is not based on reason or actual experience, prejudice against people from different backgrounds, and racism includes prejudice, discrimination, or antagonism directed against a person or people on the basis of their membership in a particular race or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or is marginalized. Now, some of these words I'm using, they're words that you can look up anywhere you want, or you probably know them. Let's look at racism as a noun, meaning feeling or action of hatred or bigotry toward a person or persons because of their race. I know you've been listening to the news 2020, Channel 5, Channel 4, and all your local news stations. All they talk about is rising hate in America. So I'm asking you, I don't have the answer, or maybe someone out there does, but when will this all stop? Enough is enough. Hating people just because of who they are. I'm going to read with you and share with you some information that I saw lately that on TV or reading about prejudice and racism. It is believed that rising hate is motivated by bias. Most of it is against many, many different nationalities: the Jewish, the Muslims, Hispanic and Asians, Black people for sure, uh, Quakers, Mormons, you name it. They're getting tagged. It doesn't matter who you are anymore. I had to slip on my glasses so that I can read all these things that I wrote in my own handwriting. Because when you get in your 70s, sometimes you write things and you just can't remember what you wrote. So let me get these glasses, see if it helped me out a little bit. So based on the statistics that I've been seeing, and you can look them up as well, most of the racial biases against African Americans, about 50% of them. More than 20% is fueled by animosity towards the victims, the religion, and more than that, who they are. One half of them are aimed at the Jewish. The Jewish have been getting really hit. I know you know what I'm talking about. Not too many years ago, that church got hit in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and all those Jewish people were killed. It's just freaking horrible. What are we going to do about that? The Arabs haven't done anything to us personally. Crimes against white people are up. Let me talk about that a little bit. You don't know who's white and who's not white in this country. I mean, I never thought in my lifetime that I would see a black man as the president of the United States of America. But they touted and advertised so much about his mother and his family being white. Did he get in because of that? Because they looked at him as being more white than black? I don't know. I never thought I'd live to see a woman of color being the vice president in the White House in the United States. Again, they touted that she was Asian, more Asian than a woman of color or being black. I don't know. I can't judge that. What I'm saying to you that there are so many people in our country and in the world who are mixed races and different colors. Speaking of my own personal feelings about family, I have a son who has children with a white woman. My grandkids are biracial, Caucasian and black. A daughter who married a Puerto Rican. Her children are Hispanic and black. I have mixed grandchildren when they come to my farm for picnics, all different colors of the rainbow great grands I have. They all love each other. They look at each other as cousins and families. They don't know anything about because I'm Hispanic or because I'm white, I shouldn't like you. That is all put into children when they are really, really young. And unfortunately, there are many people in the 70s, 80s, and 90s who are still living touting that prejudice racist thing. That's how come young people now, who are just teenagers in their 20s, know that because they've been taught that from little on up. Because those people have all not died off yet to stop pushing those bogus lies. Crimes against white people are increasing again because a lot of people of Caucasian descent are married to Afro Americans or Hispanic people. I mean, they're all mixed in there. I mean, children are all different colors. I mean, you see a black kid on the playground, you don't know if his mom's Caucasian or his dad's Caucasian. You have no way of knowing. Until we stop picking on people because of their color, things are never going to change. It's just a messy world. It's a messy life for people with all different races, especially having tinted color to their skin. And let's not forget the crimes against transgenders. Who are we, or who is anybody to hate somebody because they choose to be transgender or homosexual? It's none of our business. It's none of your business. Let people be who they want to be. I don't ever talk about religion when I do my talks in person or not in person because everybody's different. Everything affects people differently. So I don't talk about those things. It's not my place to talk about it. What I do know is none of us have any business deciding what anybody's life is supposed to be for them. No, I'm not a preacher or a lawyer. But my mom, when I was growing up, always said, Sandra could be a lawyer. Sandra could be a preacher. Maybe I could, but I'm not. But I will speak up for those who need to be spoken up for. I don't think it's fair for people to put people down because of who they are. Here's a question I'll throw out to you. I don't know the answer. You may not know the answer either, but let me just throw it out there. Did inflammatory rhetoric by Donald Trump during his presidency cause any of this? Is it fueling any of this racist bullshit we're going through today? I don't know. What do you think? Question for you. So I say to you, will racism ever go away? I don't think it'll go away in my lifetime because I'm like getting up there in age. I don't think it'll go away in my lifetime. I really don't think so. Whatever go away in your lifetime, I don't know. But like I said, I never thought I'd see a black man in the White House, a woman of color in the White House. Anything in this world is possible. Yes, it is a messy world. It is messy lives for many people. Sometimes my life is messy. Sometimes we have to get over hurdles. We have to do things to get where we're going. But it happens. But we have to fight to make it better. There are so many things in the United States that is unfair to African Americans. And we could talk about the crib to prison grapevine. We could talk about the crib to death in the streets, black on black crime, Hispanic crime on Hispanic crimes. It seems like everybody is hating everybody now. We just can't put it on one race or another. Who's hating who? It's just damn crazy. I don't know how to make it right, and I know you probably don't either. But somehow we have to come together as a nation of people and figure out what we can do to help this nation to be better. For it is not just your problem or just my problem. It's everybody's problem who lives in this world. Notice I said world, not our nation, in this world, because everything is just messy out there. I mean, come on, look at Russia. You want to go and fight another country and take what they have that doesn't belong to you and kill innocent women and children and men and whole families and think it's okay? You think it's okay? My God. It's not okay. It's just not okay. I know when COVID-19 came around, 2.5 years now or so, I didn't even watch CNN because every day all you heard was death, 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 death. Now I don't watch it. All you hear about is countries fighting countries and people getting killed in the street. Somebody got killed by the police. Some police officer got killed by some gang. Somebody's got a drive-by shooting at a high school. Oh, it's just crazy. Life is messy, y'all. Life is messy. Somehow we have to fix this. And thinking about our schools, how many children have lost their lives in school where they are supposed to be. They're supposed to be in school learning. They're not safe in school. What are we going to do about that? Where's the answer? We got to come together on this and fix this. We got to get things in place that are going to protect our children because our children are our future. They are. You might not want to do your part. I think you don't have to do your part, but you have to do your part. You're part of this. Every one of us are born on this earth for whatever reason, whether we're wanted or not wanted. For whatever reason, we are here. Excuse me. And there is nothing that we can do about it. We are here. So we all got to jump in and dance to the same beat in this music. Because it's not just my problem or your problem. It's everyone's problem. So what are you prepared to do? What are you prepared to do? I am prepared to help as much as I can. What are you prepared to do? My husband and I fostered over 100 children in the D.C., Maryland, and Virginia area. We did as much as we possibly could do for children who do not belong to us. Again, the children belong to the nation. They're everybody's children, not their parents' children. I remember back when I was young, and it was a long time ago. You know, I told you I'm in my 70s, where a parent could correct me if I was wrong and then go tell my mom what I did, and I'm going to be in trouble when I get to her. Nowadays, think about it. You better not dare say nothing to nobody's child. You might lose your life over that. Somehow, we have to fix that. We have to fix that. How do we fix that? Start talking to each other and trusting each other. I mean, a child gets in trouble in school, the parent goes to school, beats up the teacher. Who heard of that? Who does that? I mean, in my day coming up in school, nothing like that would ever happen. And I don't want to tell people how to run their schools, but all right now I'm preaching. There's no prayer in school. There's no pledge allegiance to the flag. Most kids you meet now who are young don't even know what church is. You say, which Jesus? They heard the name. They wait for Christmas. They can't wait to get gifts. They don't even know the meaning of it. They don't know the meaning. All I know is what I'm going to get, what I'm getting for Christmas. They don't know the meaning of we've lost our children somewhere along the way, and we got to figure out how to get them back. And I feel personally, if a child is going the right direction and you don't figure out how to help them by the time they get 10 or 11, you've lost. You've lost that child. You better figure out how to get your child on track so they can have a good life, so they can be beneficial to themselves, so they can contribute to the world. You have to help them. You can't go beat up a teacher because your kid got in trouble. Correct your child, for God's sake. And don't ignore your child's report card. Don't sit back and watch TV or go hang out and do what you want to do and not help your children with homework. So when they fail, you want to beat their butt or punish them because they got a D or an E. Did you help them? Did you put yourself in the room with them, sit down with them, help them to figure out math problems? You know, help them write their name. In the 100 children my husband and I have had, almost every child that came to us could not write their name in cursive. Come on, y'all. They got to know how to sign a check. You got to teach them that. They ain't going to just learn it if you don't teach them that. Teach them that. One of the biggest problems we have is social media, technology. It's a good thing, awesomely good, because I've learned a lot. But on the other hand, you can't just let it be your everything. You got to teach your children how to write. Got to teach them how to look up a word without saying Google. How many kids even know what a dictionary is? Come on, let's be real, y'all. Let's be real. I don't know how we're going to fix this messy world, but I'm going to tell you again, life is messy. Life is messy. What are you prepared to do? I know what I'm prepared to do. I'm going to do all I can do. What are you prepared to do? Take care of you and your own, then help others. Get it together, people. You can't expect everybody to give you everything. And I always think about the reparations that people say, African Americans, we all should get however many thousands of dollars we should get for whatever. Why? Why? The United States wasn't the only place there were slaves. Why? We weren't there. We didn't feel it. We have it in our head, what we've been taught and what we learned, and we know it was wrong. But we cannot go back 400 plus years and change it. That's not possible. Let's move forward and stop blaming. Let's stop blaming the white man for this, and the black man for this, and the Hispanic man for this, and the Jewish man for that. God damn it. Let's just be real, people. Let's all chip in and help fix this messy world that we live in, because it's messy. It's a messy world. What are you prepared to do? Again, thank you very much for stopping by to have tea with Sandra L. Kearse-Stockton at tea time at 40 Cordura Street. I truly appreciate you. Have a blessed day. Goodbye.